So I'm just really looking at my video right now. And y'all, why my hair ain't combed? So hello everybody and welcome back to Sachet Glow. My name is Valerie Jones and I am the owner and operator of Sachet Glow. Getting ready to go to the farmer's market and I got some things that I need to get done tonight. I'm excited because I'm pulling out my sugar scrubs, right? I guess you could say my sugar scrubs are in sort of like this trial and error type phase. And I'm still working on the formula to try to perfect that. I will bring out sugar scrubs every so often, but I don't like, bringing out products until I'm really comfortable and I really, I like the formula. These sugar scrubs are pretty much oil-based, but they do have some emulsifiers in there. So you got some cetyl alcohol, you have some a little bit of cetyl alcohol. Of course, you have some emulsifying wax you have in there, but the base of it is majority oil. You have an emulsification between the emulsifiers and co-emulsifiers, and then you have the oil. I don't know if you can see that oil. That oil that's sitting up. Oh, you see it? You see the oil? Now, if you stir this, it will get so fluffy and creamy and just almost like really perfect, right? Even the texture of it is, very soft and velvety and just very nice texture. But I do want to work on making sure that oil doesn't separate. When I did a test sample, they left my arm very nice and moisturized and exfoliated, and they turn out, they work really well. However, if you keep these in the sun, it does melt. I'm constantly working on my sugar scrubs, but not as focused as I was on them compared to my body butters. So now I'm really focused on trying to get these sugar scrubs where I want them to be. I made 5 of these last night, and I'm going to take them to the farmer's market to sell them. Yeah, that's apple honey champagne right there, and this is Yummy Yum. It's so fruity. This fragrance of it just makes your mouth water. You know what I mean? It's just so fruity. I love it, and it's so beautiful in this sugar scrub. And I wish it would stay that consistency, that creamy white, beautiful consistency, but it won't stay. It just keeps separating. So, and I think it's because it's just, basically oil and sugar with some emulsification to it. So it's bound to separate, especially when you put it out, when you're out there at the farmer's market. So what I have done is, on Corey's Patreon group, she does have a couple of tutorials, recipes for sugar scrubs. And one thing I love about sugar scrubs, they're really easy. But she has another one that she makes, and she uses sodium lauryl ether sulfate, SLES. I'm excited to try it. And I just got it in today. Okay, my new formulation is for my sugar scrubs will include SLES. Okay. And this is a surfactant. A surfactant is one of the key ingredients in cosmetics. I think of a surfactant as they say, as a cleaning agent. You're cleaning the dirt off something, right? And that's what we're going to use to formulate our sugar scrub. Let's open it up. Oh, it is thick. Look at that. Look how thick that is. So I'm not going to try it right now. I'm not going to try it tonight. I will work on that project probably at another time. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and take these to the market. So I probably won't charge, you know, like a full price for them. You know what I'm saying? So that I can just get rid of them. I mean, they're really good, you know, but they're just not what I'm looking for. I'm getting ready to bag up some bath salts that I made. So hold on a minute. So you guys, this is my Bohemian bath salts. Oh, when I tell you, they are so perfect. The fragrance is called Bohemian Rose. And when I tell you spot on, the fragrance is spot on. Smells just like a rose. It is so amazing. What I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to bag these up. And these will be at the market. These sold really well. So, you may be well aware that I am not a soap maker. I'm the type of person where you need to master one thing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you get into just doing all kinds of things, you know, I want to do soap. I want to do body butters. I want to do lotions. I want to do sugar scrubs. I want to do this and, you know, and you haven't mastered any of it, you're wasting money. I know I want to do soaps. I really want to make, I want to make them handmade. They are intimidating to me. I'm not going to kid you. I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. But I'm going to get there. But until I do get there, this is what I do. I will do a melt and pour in a heartbeat. This is from Health and Beauty. This is the clear one. I get the clear one because sometimes I like to get fancy. And then this is the shea butter base one, right? This is organic. They both are organic glycerin. Organic glycerin. I try to stay as, again, pure and organic as possible. You know, people, you know, they'll talk about, oh, I went to Bath and Body. I can't use their stuff because it just, you know, it breaks me out and this, that, the other. Listen, I don't know for sure, but, you know, you have to think about how Bath and Body really formulates their products and what ingredients do they use, what, you know, supplies do they use. You know, do they use organic? Do they use pure? Do they use plant-based? Do they, you know what I'm saying? So we have to think about those things before you know, automatically assume someone's products, you know, will break you out because they have fragrance. It's not always the fragrance that breaks the person out. It might be just the way they formulated. Me personally, I try to stick with a lot of pure plant-based and organic. You know, even with the candle situation, I just started, you know, working my way through that. So I want to work my way through that, kind of master that, and then move on to something else. You know, my next thing will be my sugar scrubs. So I kind of got my candles under control. I do want to up the ante on my candles and maybe make a bigger jars. Now my sugar scrubs is calling me, and so now I'm really kind of focused on that, trying to master that. And until then, this is what it's going to be. And the same with you. If you're starting off your business, you know, don't worry about what nobody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you want to do soaps, you know, soaps can be a little bit of, you know, time consuming and a little bit more trial and error. You might want to hold off on a little bit and start focusing on melting pores. Melting pores, there is nothing wrong with melting pores. I love them. You know, I really do. So they've already been through the soapification process, and all you're doing is melting them. This one right here is Dreamy White Orchid, and I have a body butter that goes with this. And I'm getting ready now to do Sunshine Kisses, and I'm getting ready to make a soap in that. So always sanitize, always, always, always. Okay, so I have melted my melting pour. It is at 143, 140, 43, something like that. And with melting pour, you don't want to get it past 160. Okay, or it can get really clumpy and just, you know, you will have to just toss it out. Okay, so I'm getting ready to pour my fragrance oil. Ooh, it smells so good. Ooh, that's sun-washed. Sun-washed from Candlescience. Ooh, it smells so good. I used, this is some Mica from Fizz Fairy. It's a yellow Mica. I think their Mica is FDA approved, so that's a really good thing. To get those bubbles out of there, there are some little soap bubbles out of there. Simply get some alcohol and they're gone. Okay, so I'm just really looking at my video right now. And y'all, why my hair ain't combed? Oh my God! Listen, I literally just came through the door and was like, okay, I got to get to work, got to start getting these products together. Oh, let me do a recording. I got really excited because I'm really getting into the groove of this thing. And so I had a hat on. So I took the hat off and just started moving around the house, getting things prepared and everything. And y'all, why am I looking at this video right now? And I'm looking at my hair. And my hair is not combed. You hear me? I took that hat off and just kept moving, honey. One thing you should know about me is I am so extra. Okay, I want to stand out from the competitors. Okay, and you would want to do that too. You want to be different. You want to be unique. You want to stand out as much as possible. That is one reason I decided to go with emulsified body butters instead of just the traditional whipped body butters, because I wanted to stand out amongst my competitors. Yes, there are hundreds of others probably doing emulsifications of body butters. However, are they really studying it? Is it getting better? Is it getting better as far as texture wise, as far as quality wise? Some of them are just dumping it in there. So, with that being said, okay, I am extra with everything I do. I am extra. Okay, even with my melting pours. Now, melting pours, you can't do too much to melting pours. You melt them, you pour them. There are people that, do all these designs and stuff like that. And, I'm not really into that. I really want to learn how to do cold processed soap, so I won't get into all that. However, even with my melting pours, I like how they do those little things on top of the cold processed soap. You know what I mean? Make it look all fancy and stuff. So I'm like, what can I do to a melting pour to do that? And I'm quite sure I'm probably not the only one to do it, but I haven't seen anybody do it. And I'm on, tutorials and YouTube and all kinds of stuff all the time. And I haven't seen it yet. And I'm quite sure it's probably there. But anyways, I'm extra. So I wanted to be fancy with my toppings of my melt and pour to kind of mimic those little swirly things that they do on the cold process soap. So this is what I do. So I take my soap and I literally start cutting it . Okay, so what I'm going to do is, over here, I'm going to saturate these little cube soaps. I'm going to saturate them with alcohol. Because with melting pours, so I can't just pour the hot soap here, the one that's liquid, on top of it, and then when it all cools and you try cutting into it, it didn't adhere to this part. The liquid won't adhere to the solid when it comes to melt and pour soaps. So what you have to do is you have to saturate it with alcohol. Okay. So it all can come together. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do here. So when I cut it, it'll all come together. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit more in here. Okay. So Okay, so now to get rid of those bubbles on here, there you go. And this will harden up. And once it hardens up, I will cut it. Okay, I will cut it just like I did these. And I will mix them together. And that will be the topping of my soap. So I have finished my 3 tasks that I wanted to get done tonight. So that was the Bohemian Rose bath salts. I completed that. I did talk to you about, some changes that I was going to make with my sugar scrub. And I kind of showed you the surfactant that I'll be utilizing in that sugar scrub. And I'll let you know about that. I'll let you know how it turned out. And then I completed some melt and pour soaps. And so I think that's it for tonight. And now I'm getting ready to go to bed. So I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. But I hope you are enjoying the videos. Thank you for supporting Sachet Glow. And as usual, live your best Sachet Glow life ever. Have a good night.